One of the most important competitive advantages any freelancer can have is their testimonial file. If you have dozens of reviews from your clients telling everyone how amazing you are and how great you are at your work, you're set for life. You'll never have trouble finding fun, high-paying clients ever again. Even a short testimonial from the right kind of client can make a world of difference. However, it can feel very uncomfortable to ask for testimonials, so much so that a lot of freelancers just don't bother doing it. So in this video, I'm gonna give you the best system I know of for getting amazing testimonials from your clients. And if you follow this system, the clients you're asking for testimonials from are gonna be even more likely to hire you again in the future. Now, in case you don't know, my name is Henry Bingaman. I have been a freelancer and independent professional since 2008. When I first started, I struggled so much I almost quit, but I eventually figured out the secrets and systems that make freelancing fun and lucrative. And I eventually built up to earn as much as $1.4 million in a year. Now I make videos like these to help freelancers and aspiring freelancers make more money and enjoy their work more. Now, here's the thing. I used to be absolutely terrible at getting testimonials. I did collect them, but I got them haphazardly. If I would have started earlier and actually had a system for getting testimonials, I'd have been in a much better position much earlier on in my career. Because the truth is, my clients that I was working with absolutely loved me. I did screw up on the occasional project, and I did cause a couple minor heart attacks. But clients loved me in general because I always kept my cool and I went above and beyond to fix any problems that were created. So if I'd been collecting testimonials, I had a couple really good ones from some very big names that I just let slip through my fingers. Now, at a certain level, as a freelancer, testimonials stop mattering as much, and it's really your skills and portfolio that'll do most of the heavy lifting. For example, if you could say, I wrote the original code for Instagram, you don't need to have any testimonials. You have enough proof of work right there. In my case, as soon as I could start saying I'd made $100 million in sales for my clients, and I could back that up, the testimonials became less important. It was the results that mattered. The thing I'm trying to say is, getting clients is really all about proof. So a giant recognizable success or a great provable result is the best type of proof for freelancers. But the second best type of proof is testimonials. Now, here's the thing. Your client's peers are the exact type of person that you want to be working with as your next client. And 92% of people trust testimonials from their peers. Considering only 75% of people agree that the Earth rotates around the sun, that 92% is a shocking number. Which means if you have good testimonials, you'll be able to get good clients. So what is the best way to get good testimonials? Honestly, guys, this is drop dead simple. The first thing you do is what I like to call an onboarding survey. You can do this on a recorded call or through a survey app or just through email. The questions you want to ask are pretty simple. So the first one would be, what are your expectations for this project? Second one would be, how do you measure success on this project, or what measurements will you be looking at? And then the third one would be, just to ensure I'm meeting your expectations, are there any ways you've been let down or frustrated by working with freelancers on projects like this in the past? Now, obviously, feel free to add more questions or adjust these based on your project or the particular type of freelancing you're doing. But here's why I like these questions. For the first two questions, you're making the client clearly lay out their expectations and their measuring stick. This is important for getting a good testimonial. Let's say you're a freelance copywriter and you think that what the client wants from you is for your copy to get more people to buy their product. That would be a reasonable assumption. But the fact is, maybe, and she probably won't even admit this to herself, that what she really wants to do is impress her friends at her tennis club. If that's her expectation, even if she's not admitting it to herself, you're set up for failure because she'll never tell you that what she's trying to do is impress people. When you lay out the questions like this in the beginning, you make her give you the criteria that's going to be the measuring stick for both of you. And it's going to be realistic and understandable. When you have to write things down, you're forced to face reality. It clarifies everything and it avoids confusion and misunderstandings further down the road. Now, for the third criteria, you're avoiding any potential landmines. For example, you might get a client answer that third question with, I once worked with a freelancer who would sometimes go 3 days without talking to me. It means they want to check in every single day. So you could actually be worse at the job than the other freelancer they'd worked with in the past. But since this client is saying it's more important to him that he gets daily communication, if you do a good enough job and check in every day on communication, you could actually collect an exceptional testimonial, even if your work wasn't as good. All right, so how do you get the actual testimonial? Well, it's the same process. You can call it a wrap-up survey, you can call it a project debrief, you can call it a post-mortem. The idea is for this to be the official end of the project, when you finish the main body of work and things have launched. Now, it's slightly better if you can do this part on a recorded call, but if you're in a different time zone or something, it's fine to do it by email. It's still a valuable exercise. The idea of this call is to talk with your client about how the project went. So you're going to be asking questions like, what were the results of the project? If it's measurable results, that's best. If not, the question is more like, how do you feel about how this project went? What do you think went well on the project? What do you think I could do better on future projects? And of course, add your own questions that are related to your specific projects here. You'll know what went well You'll get actual results that you can talk about, and you'll know if there's something you could do better in the future. But of course, you're also getting to say nice things about you, things that you can use as a testimonial down the road. Now, this is a very important point to make. You have to remember to ask for their permission explicitly before you use anything as a testimonial. So you want to be as clear as something like, you said you've never worked with a freelancer who was as good at communication as me. Would it be all right with you if I use that as a testimonial? If it's in an email, quote them the exact phrase you want to use as a testimonial. And since they literally just said it to you or wrote it to you, they almost always say yes. The reason I recommend doing these wrap-ups on a recorded video call is because you could actually have a video testimonial of them saying the exact words that you want to use as a testimonial. And that's even better than just having it written out. Although take a written testimonial if you can get it. Now, here's the thing. If they seem really happy after you ask them if you can use that as a testimonial, ask them to keep going. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that testimonial? Anything else you think people would really know? And you can get some really amazing testimonials that way. On the other hand, if they seem hesitant and they say, sure, I guess you could use that as a testimonial, just don't push your luck. They just agreed. You have a testimonial. That's good enough. Cash out with your chips while you're up. Anyway, there you have it. The perfect system for getting great testimonials for any freelancer. Remember, the more testimonials you have, the more you look like a pro. You know what else makes you look like a pro? Using the right tools, which is why I want to give you the 5 free tools that make even brand new freelancers look like seasoned pros. You can get that for free at henrybing.co/free tools. Link in the description, obviously. And if you like this video, let me know by hitting the thumbs up and leaving a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe. All right, see you in the next one.